Howdy Chunky, it's the voice of reason for a Sunday live from Lincoln at the Theatre Royal with my old mate Roy Chubby Brown, a man who is banned from Sheffield but not from Lincoln because we've lost our minds and the lefty snowflake Guardian reading dopes would rather ban him than allow him to sell tickets and see whether anybody turns up. Well, tonight it's a sellout here in Lincoln and we're going backstage to meet Roy Chubby Brown. Howdy mush, it's the voice of reason for a Sunday night. I'm here with my mate Roy Chubby Brown, live in Lincoln at the Theatre Royal. We'll talk to him next. One of my favourite people, Roy Chubby Brown, is here at the beautiful Lincoln Theatre Royal that is packed tonight, another sellout show. What's it like being you? I mean, decades you've been selling out now.
Everybody thinks I'm giving presents away. They think it's Christmas morning. Let's go and see Chubby. We should have got a present of him. Unfortunately, they're going to be totally.
What's amazing about your show is the popularity that you've built over 3, 4, 5 decades is paying off today. I mean, it's hard to sell tickets, isn't it? And you're sold out again today.
Well, I'm just a normal person, and they know that. No, we talk about normal things. We're talking about drinking. We're talking about drugs. We're talking about having affairs. We're talking about farting. We're talking about anything. We talk about everything. We don't leave anything out.
I was very worried about you during lockdown because, you know, what with all the gym and the weight training and all of that. I mean, Roy Chubby Brown that's sort of anorexic and down to 8 stone isn't going to work, is it?
Somebody's taking the... yeah. I lost a few pounds this week, actually. We were looking for it. We'll find it. It'll be somewhere.
That's Lincoln for you, isn't it? How are you doing? I mean, you've had your health struggles, and we need you on a stage to entertain. As we say tonight, we're going to show some footage in a minute of people just packing this theatre, and that's harder to do than most realise. How are you in yourself?
Well, I'm okay. You know, at my age now, and I look back at the amount of people that I loved and lost, and we all love somebody, don't we? I might go to the gym on a morning. I think I only go for the patter and looking at the women's bottoms. And they all say, oh, Bill died this week. Ted died last week. Jim died last week. Oh, God. And I thought, oh, God, they're all younger than me. So we're in this. It's a queue. It's a queue, isn't it? And it's the only queue we don't mind anybody else pushing in. That's what it is. At the end of the day, make the best of what you've got and just laugh. Stop taking things serious. You know, you're not here long enough to think, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. You get on my flaming nerves.
What I love about this country is you're always going to be here, and as much as they fight people like me or Jim or you or the people who they regard as the enemy, we're actually not, and the public will always decide. It must be great for you to know that no matter what they write, no matter what they say, and we're going to talk about Sheffield in a minute, you'll never be beaten because the public will always come back, and you've done that for decades filling theatres.
You would not believe how many people, about 300,000 people on my Facebook, and they write to me all the time, it's, what is comedy? What is comedy? It's were you ever told a clean joke at school? Where if it didn't have a fart in it or a woman's private part, she didn't laugh. Nobody told clean jokes, and that's where I come from. I come from that era. It's like when I was Bernard. Bernard used to call me his love child because he was my hero. And when Bernard came to the forefront and he was doing what he was doing, he used to say to me, "Don't let the bastards get you down, Chubbs. Just carry on with what you're doing." It's the same. I was very good friends with Doddy, you know. And I was having a cup of tea with him one day, and I said, "Can I ask you something, Ken?" I said, "You keep saying superannuation, but it's not in the context of the joke you're telling." He said, "Because it's a funny word." If you find a funny word, just say it. Don't worry about anyone else. Just say the word. So that's what I do. I find words that you won't agree with, and we just say it. And I don't sit at home all day thinking, how can I upset people today? Well, should I write something that people are going to go, oh, be outraged about? I don't know. What I do is I write things that I think may be funny. I'm a very hard person to please. So that's absolutely a lot of bollocks what people say about... There's no way I actually walk on a stage and say, I'm going to upset these tonight. I walk on a stage and after a 2-hour performance, I want people to go home and say, well, he knocked me dead. He knocked me clean there. That was absolutely fantastic what he said, and I don't want them to be offended.
Well, and also it's a democracy. You don't have to come, do you? Why can't people in 21 realise that you can come or you cannot come? And if you don't want to come, don't come, but mind your own business. Thousands of people love to see you every week, and they've done so for decades. That's what it is. It's choice, isn't it? And theatres were built for the public to decide, and they have, and that's why you're here sold out tonight.
I was thinking the other day about Sheffield City Council banned me out after 45 years. And I made one of my most successful videos there. Outsold that video that I recorded on stage at Sheffield. This is not bullshit. Outsold U2. Do you believe that? So why suddenly now, after all these years, I'm not suitable? I'm doing the same bloody stuff. I'm just talking about everyday things. I've hurt my fucking shoulder. That's what happened there. Fell off a fucking ladder.
Do you still take it personally? Because I suspect, I call them Celia Rimmery types in these officers that walk around with folders under their arms and count paper clips all days, and their job is to make your life a misery by deciding whether or not you can gain their stage. These people have never stood on a stage in their life, have they?
Not at all. They don't know what they're stand on either 2 hours.
Try it.
And entertain these people for 2 hours and talk about things that they want to listen about. Yeah, just try it. You tell you yourself, my family's up so, and piss flaps an arsehole. Phil, turn it off. I'm not dancing, fuck them. It's absolutely ridiculous. And you know what the daft thing is? They buy you out, but they don't tell you why. So what you're objecting to, do you tell me what are you objecting to? Bad language? Mucky jokes? What are you objecting to? I'm not taking the piss out of people who are blind or deaf or paraplegic. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make light of a serious situation. Afghanistan, wars, the Falklands, things like that that's happened in the past. I'm just trying to make light of it. Otherwise we'd all be sat at home going.
Well, and again, it doesn't matter what you're talking about. It's free speech. And theatre allows you the opportunity to come and see somebody you want to see, who you love. And Gervais last week up in Leeds. The most outrageous comedy show I think there's ever been in the history of this country. Nobody's screaming for him to be banned. It's almost like you get the bullet, don't you, because you're the easy target.
Let's lynch the comic. Let's destroy the comic. Ricky Gervais, obviously different. It's a different era, isn't it? It came out of the colleges. They've got a different sense of humour. It's either really, really sick or really, really stupid. From Tim Vine to Ricky Gervais, it's really stupid or it's really sick. There's no happy medium. There's no middle of the road, and it really. You're right, Alex. It does get me down.
Well, and it shouldn't, because you're much loved and you're much admired, and the truth is that these namby-pamby pinko types can try and bring you down, they can try and ban you. You'll find another theatre. We have, though, got a petition that's been launched by a lovely lady who's more furious than probably even I am about this. If you don't want to come, you don't come. But thousands of people did want to come and have come in Sheffield. You can sign this petition, and they need to rethink this. You don't have the right, even as Piers proved this week, it's a great week for free speech, isn't it? Just because you don't agree with someone doesn't give you the right to ban it and cancel someone. Sheffield Council, shame on you. The scum-sucking pond life that decided to do this, really, no, I'm serious, should be ashamed of themselves, because you're not actually helping anyone, most of all yourself, because if you're banned today, somebody's banned tomorrow, and then somebody else is banned. We live in a free country. This isn't North Korea.
And I don't know the answers. I'm not political. I'm not religious. I'm not a sexist, feminist, racist. I'm a jokist. I just tell jokes. You don't like jokes? Don't come, sit at home and watch the crap on the telly.
People can come and vote with their feet, and tonight they will. Look at this gorgeous theatre. The Theatre Royal here in Lincoln will be packed. I want you to know, Roy, you're much loved, and this country has the right to bring on comedians who are nice and cute, and they also have the right to put on stage someone like you, who isn't to everyone's taste, but is hugely popular. We love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, all I can say is thank you, Alex, for all your lovely, lovely, kind words, and you make me feel really good, and thank you. And I know the audience are going to make me feel good, because I know they're going to laugh. At the end of the day, LAUGH, they're going to laugh. Thank you very much.
Across the bottom is this thing where you can go and just sign the petition to get Chubby back in Sheffield. The fact that this woman, man, or whoever box ticker thinks that they have the right to cancel your show, they don't. And we need to stand up and fight for free speech and comedy, and for theatres that were built for the public, not for some fucking civil servant that wants to take the 75 grand a year and ban people like you. Shame on them. A plague of locusts on their private parts. That's what I say.
Yeah. I've just fastened the zip.
I've had me say, hey Chubby, I love you.
Thank you. Bless you, Alex. Bye.